Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ADV Revival. This is Goldmason, and I am joined for the first time, duo commentarying with zacpz.
What's up, guys? Let's do this.
Fantastic. So we've got a wonderful set for you guys today. It's Jabba versus Zelph Spectral, also known as CBJ. And I believe Zach knows a bit more about Jabba than I do, so I'll let him talk about Jabba here. But CBJ is a pretty decent player from the Spanish community. Really like him, and he's come here to top 64. So.
And no surprise to see him in the top 64. A Cast Invitational gamer, an SPL gamer. Probably been playing since before half the audience were born, and just generally a cranky old man. So let's see how he does.
Absolutely. We're going to jump into this game one here. A Scarm duo.
Scarm.
You don't really see those very often anymore, I don't think.
No, and you don't see Taunt Scarm on Scarm particularly often either.
Yeah, wow.
Moltres, just flamethrowing in there. That. I think we're seeing Superman from CBJ here.
Almost certainly. There's the Blissey. Would be very funny to see Articuno on Zelph's side.
I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, but that would be a very rock weak Superman. You're definitely seeing a Flygon, and we'll see what's last. You know, could be a Weezing, could be a Tyranitar.
This is gonna be this Suicune is looking pretty strong here.
Yeah,
Sub roar.
That's shown that it wants to roar as well, so it's slower. So actually, just slower.
Yeah, it's probably fully bulky rather.
Zapdos is probably somewhere in the region of 244 speed for Tyranitar, but this Suicune clearly packing a bit more punches. The Madrivus comes in, the ABR Superman team.
Yep.
Not the most exciting team to play against or play with, but, you know, it's a job done.
Wow.
Suicune,
well, it is
King Skarmory there.
It is bulky enough to eventually force this Suicune out.
Yeah.
So there's the Flygon. Yep, it is just standard ABR Superman.
Yeah. Well, Bliss is the Scar I'm going to take.
Oh, no. Wow.
Soft-boiled.
Oh!
Ooh, crit. Molt, you know, is the premier answer to a lot of the threats on this kind of team that Jabba's running.
Oh, but an excellent burn on the way back on Snorlax coming in.
Burn Shadow Ball doing less than 0 to Skarm after leftovers.
Yeah, I mean, Zelph is finding a way back in here after a very rough start.
Yeah. That Snorlax is going to continue. Not going to continue to take a beat. We're going to see the rest come off on the Zap. Snorlax going to boom here or just make an attack? Yeah.
And it crit. And it crit.
And it crit. That is huge for Jabba, getting the last mileage out of an absolutely wrecked.
So, it's Ancient Power Celebi.
It is Ancient Power Celebi. Is Ancient Power Hidden Power Fighting? No, doesn't appear to be.
So it's
an SD pass here.
So it's probably Arrow last, right?
Either that, or he's actually brought physical sweep at Celebi, which would be a hype move.
Gets a crit.
Yeah, still only going for 34% though.
Oh!
Sizzle. Now here's something you don't see, and an excellent rocket switch. Probably going to go to get the agility off here. You know, at 2 times attack, this thing can struggle a little bit, but 3 times, good.
It's just over.
It's just over.
I'm Scizor, everyone. Good work.
I don't think, looking at the way that team's composed, that Celebi comes in and you go, yeah, this is ST pass. You know, you've not seen a proper physical attack you'd expect to stick around and sweep. It's a Snorlax, but that's also the special check. Yeah, it is a successful use of Scizor. which you don't see particularly often either.
Yeah, I'm too used to certain Zigzagoon loving people using Scizor to not very great effect, but that
I
was
mean, yeah. I mean, the notable game was what SPL 2 or 3 years ago. H Club brought one in and didn't get the role he needed on a Jirachi with reversal, and looked a bit silly for bringing it. But that was pulled it off.
yeah. Well, we're on to game 2. Are we gonna see another fun team from Jabba? Well, Vaporeon lead.
Foreign lead opting not to stay in on the T-Bolt, which usually it's EV'd for. Comes in. That's a Gengar, you know, it's a nice little way to pull the turn and reverse momentum there.
Very weird that.
Not respecting sub on that Raikou at all.
I'm surprised that Zelph didn't go for an attack with the Dugtrio while the sub was up. At least get some damage on Gengar.
Be running up on a team like this with 2 electric, you could really have something worthwhile at all. Good pivot.
The Dug coming in late to take the Raikou out. My God.
Yeah, I was rarely killing there. Sleep comes off on the Celebi. Into the Dugtrio. Fair enough.
I think that was a decent enough read.
Clearly scared enough of a HP Ghost or a Stun Spore to bring in the Celebi there. Ooh.
Is it like Charizard last from Zelph?
Quite possibly.
Maybe a Rock Resist?
I'm guessing that this isn't a mono water attacks weekend, given the fact that it switched into a Vaporeon and started calm minding. Vaporeon, of course, running water absorb, so if you're running a single attack, you're not going to make any progress.
Oh.
Wisp coming down. These Wisps have been big in the last couple of games. Or in this game, sorry.
Yeah, this is...
Online nothing.
This is looking very difficult for CPJ, I mean...
Yeah.
Even these boosts are not going to do anything.
I'm just exploding this turn. Yeah, there we go. Actually take the Celebi out. Oh, fucking on the Gengar again. Yeah, going for Air Ace. 31%. But this would have been useful earlier. So that would mean KO now. You are right, you missed the turn there behind the sub early game.
Yeah.
It was your Thunderbolt, an explosion. I'm going to see a Taunt. And a Thunderbolt.
Does have Ice Beam.
Yeah. We're going to see Suicune in.
This is looking very over.
If that was a Swords Dance Breloom, it would have probably been a non-zero chance if the Zap just, slept for a few turns. But to sleep, that's irrelevant. That's an easy-looking 2-0 for Jabba. I mean, Jay played a game first game and just the second game, Jabba snowballed.
Yeah, that first game was definitely a lot closer than the second one. I do think, yeah, like we mentioned, the Dug Trio behind the sub should absolutely have clicked at least something. Get some chip in. I mean,
it's clearly beat up because it didn't rock slide. Or, it could be running something really rogue like Screech. But game one I thought was super close up until the point where the Celebi set made no sense on the team and it is all just wet.
Yeah. Well, good win for Jabba. He's moving on to top 32, which I think we expected him to move on to top 32. At least, probably see him in top 16 the week after. But yeah, this has been goldmason and zacpz with a very quick set.
Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.